Hi, Russell Cummings. Just wanted to take you through this this sort of simple process for assessing your team. So you can use this to where you want to just look at the current team you have. So I think it's a great idea for managers to sit down and look at their team on a regular basis and to assess them against some agreed criteria. You can also use this when you're recruiting. So you can actually set up the decision matrix and use this process as part of your recruiting process, so you get some way of evaluating the participants. This is a model that we've used in other webinars and videos, and it's just a simple model that I use for assessing individual team members. So these are the criteria that I suggest, but you can change these when they're not set in cement at all. So what sort of skills do they have? So think about their technical business management skills. What sort of knowledge do they have? Understanding, experience. Fit, how well do they fit with the company values, your attitudes, work ethics, that sort of stuff. Behaviors, do they have appropriate behaviors in the workplace? There can be some overlap with that with fit, but sometimes you might want to do those differently. Are they a team player? How do they work as part of the team? Their current performance and future potential. So they have future potential, because sometimes you might look at a team member and say their current performance is not where I want it to be, but I believe they have great potential to be somewhere in the future. But the main thing is brainstorm some criteria that are relevant to you. Maybe you look at your role profile or something if you're doing it for a job, but get your criteria right. And then we just use a simple decision matrix, and the steps with the decision matrix are: agree your criteria, so brainstorm and agree your criteria, and then do your weighting. And normally I do that weighting out of 100. So what you need to do there is add it all up, so that and you might say, so if you've got five criteria, then each of them would be, if you want to score them equally, would be scored out of 20 points. They'd each get 20 points. But if you want to skew one to get 40, then you have to adjust the totals on the other to get to 100. So just want to make sure that you get your weightings right, and you weight. The easiest way to do that, split up 100 points between your criteria. Then what you do is you score across. So you put in your team members or your applicants for your jobs or whatever, and you put them across. So we've just got 5 here, but we've got a worksheet that goes with this process if you need it. And all you do is simply you score across. So you score each person against their skills, because you want some relativity. Okay, you want to think this is about relative to each other. So score across, because then you get the relativity right. Total the scores. See what comes up, and then evaluate. You don't always have to go with a higher score, because this is just a simple tool that can help you get some objectivity into your assessment of your team. Alright, so that's a very simple tool. If you've got any questions, please just contact me. Really happy to help you out. But otherwise, use that decision matrix as a way of assessing your team members, and or use it as a tool for recruiting. Thanks.